This that
Red Panda Anthem.
Ian, what's up?
This that Red Panda Anthem.
Red Panda, what's good?
Red Panda Anthem.
What are the most two overrated sectors of investing this year?
All right, Ian, before you start, let's just go
you.
from an educational standpoint.
Yes.
Right. I'm gonna give them all 11 sectors because some people are gonna be like, what are the sectors?
Mm-hmm.
And so the stock market is compiled of 11 sectors. I'm gonna read them all for you, and then I guess you can go into the two that you think. All right. So there's information technology, healthcare, financials. Hold on, Mike said, click this over. All right. So let me be clear here. All right. So we got information technology, healthcare, financials, consumer discretionary, communication services, industrials, consumer staples, energy, utilities, real estate, and materials. So those are the 11 sectors of the market. And you're going to tell us the two that are most overrated.
Number one is consumer discretionary, especially if we're still in a recession. Number two, even though it's not a sector, it's a subcategory, the entire NFT and Web 3.0 space. And I know the comments are going to go on fire. But everyone was selling us on utility while investing in NFTs, most crypto, and most Web3 platforms because of the securitization and the returns. I always hear people talk about blockchain technology, what I think is very useful, but then they'll point me to the returns that they can get on a project. Despite the truth that I told in Austin about Bored Ape Yacht Club and its origins, I think they still have one of the most brilliant campaigns I've ever seen in the last probably 10, 15 years. But I think we can all agree, now that it is falling apart, that most NFTs are worthless, most crypto is worthless, and most Web3 projects are garbage. Yes or no? Please put it in chat. And you know how I know? If Web 3.0 and NFTs were the saviors to the financial community, then why can't it save Coinbase or any crypto-based brokerage right now? Same with Meta. When I went in my third meeting and said, hey, if likes, reels, and all this content being uploaded on Instagram is the answer, why isn't Zuckerberg uploading more reels and more content to fix the company? So if the core product does not fix the financials of the company that you built, why are you pushing that to the consumer base? To me, the biggest Ponzi right now in the digital real estate space is streaming. And some of you have read and sent the articles about the streaming farms. But if I was telling you that a project was getting 100,000 streams a week or a day or per month, right? And those numbers are nowhere near true, but the average artist is now selling 14,000 live. And to the point that we made earlier about impact, most artists can't even sell out a 5,000 seat arena right now.
True.
That would be called a Ponzi scheme if I was actually selling a product or a financial result around it. Shout out to Spotify. I know a couple guys that have a couple shows that can bring the value of the company up. But if I burn through $1.5 billion after Joe Budden left, I would be called a fraud. Con man, Madoff. Right? So you burn through $1.5 billion trying to build a podcast division that most people don't listen to none of them damn podcasts, while still charging subscriptions and telling me that certain artists are getting 200 million streams per year and they cannot sell a 7,000 seat arena. Houseway, which brings me back to technology and hardware and software being a combination like Tesla, because you need real use case. Now, if there's a company that can actually get people out to shows and out to buy product, when I was going all through the Galleria throughout Christmas time, it's light. Traffic is light everywhere. Houston, Dallas, Austin. I'll see when I go to LA what the traffic is like, but things have slowed up. I think what this recession revealed is most of the numbers were fake, like a lot of them YouTube views on a lot of the shows we talked about. Please be careful. And I know some people are not going to like this take. I think Coinbase will have a chance, but most crypto projects, of course, are going to fail. I remember even in the summertime when we was with Terrence, and Shadi was like, hey, let's clip this up real quick. I'm like, Coinbase could be in trouble. They could go out of business. I don't think they will go out of business, but they've had a hell of a fall since July. If I say something is going to fall, make it your resolution to short it so you can make money from it. And if I've made you money, please put yes in chat. Been too many copies of this show. Now we got a show damn near with the same name coming out, Troy.
You say mine.
How? And y'all say I'm tripping?
Drop a bomb.
Yeah.
Can we do sound effect?
Let's see what we got in here.
Mike, put it in post if we can't. My God. If I say something is going to fall, you should look to short it.
We can laugh at them.
I can't wait.
Often imitated, never duplicated.
Often imitated, never duplicated.
It's impossible. Shout out to all y'all for being here.
Everybody that has a stock show is copy Market Mondays. Every one of them. Excluding
Pick one.
Nobody.
Pick one.
Excluding nobody.
Drum roll, please.
Let's not forget. Let's keep it all.
Nobody's excluded.
Even like everybody wearing suits now. I'm like, people are like, why don't you wear the suit? No, everybody copy my shit. I gotta come some leather pants and shit at the show now. Nobody black even dressing up. Show me the post from 2018. There's only a few who was talking Bono and Trap. It's only a few. And I keep saying this, like, when I go to these meetings, and I would have got a cease and desist if any of this was a lie. JP Morgan, Citadel, Pipeler, Trademoss, Morgan Stanley, BlackRock. I don't see none of these people at these meetings when I go. They be asking me, am I lost in the lobby? No, I'm going to floor 58. What you mean? Here go my pass. Swipe me through. Swipe me down. I'm in there. What you mean? Well, I don't see none of y'all go. What happened to all up? Let me recenter. Stillness is the key. Say I'm more than capable of winning every trade that I can take. Let's recenter in. It is about the people, not your ego. See, I'm working on me. I'm doing the work.
I like that.
Boy, y'all not gonna copy going to the Starlets though. Bet you don't. Me?
Difficult.
It's gonna be tough. Joey, when we going? Corey, boy. Okay.
Yo, 2 texts.
Shout out to Assets Over Liabilities, the slogan. Came up with that, branded it. That became a cultural phenomenon. I remember telling Mike, like, yo, put the line here, put the line over there. Assets over, it's like a division problem. People saying I'm an asset, not a liability. That's why I'm saying I need to just know how we gauging this. Like, assets over liabilities has become part of the urban dictionary at this point. Nobody was talking about that. It's an accounting term. That's an accounting term.
Entrenched in the fabric.
Y'all gotta be honest. At some point, honesty will free you.
Yeah, but it's more than a slogan. It's a lifestyle, right? Because people actually are really assessing their lives and try to figure out which one is which.
It's everything.
That's impactful.
Well,
big asset.
At some point, we just gotta tell the truth. What is a 3-step formula traders need to use in 2023 to have more wins this year?
Number one, you need to figure out what stop loss for what you're trading is in a range that won't be hit. So I know a lot of people like looking at average true range. Average true range isn't the best way to formulate this, but it's a good place to start. Number two, you have to realize that the formula, and I think most people for this year that we're in, because we're like an in-between year, should only do like 20 trades per year. You have to learn to trade more size and take less trades. So I know some of you love to scalp to death, and that's great. At some point, you have to learn to put some position size on your options, on your swing trades, and on your futures, because what good does it do to trade 2 shares, 2 futures, 2 options contracts? At some point, you need to get to a baseline of like 30 or 50, where if you have a win, it can have like an astronomical impact on your trading. And then it also allows you to be more patient to wait for the right deals. Like, we need to find the right deals, not just a whole bunch of them. And number 3, you have to find a way to get your drawdown less to 2% per trade. So go through every stock, every future, every option that you trade. No more than AMC GameStop BS. That's over with. I thought they were coming to turn over the hedge funds, and dog, that stuff gets put, like, that's PR, right? Like, if I'm running a narrative that I can get 2 million people to say at one time, that's paid for press. And going to Rashad's point earlier, no one, like, as Black and brown people, we're not even supposed to have this information. These kind of family secrets are supposed to be kept within families. and not share it with the public. So do with it as you choose to. But you need to get your risk down on every trade. So number one, once again, I want you to find a way to trade bigger size in your trades. You need to have smaller drawdown. And if I can give one more bonus tip for traders, I'm going to be honest, you're not taking the craft serious enough. Too many of you want to, how many of you, please put yes in chat if you actually like went through 700 or 1,000 stocks last year and marked off the ideal prices where to get in. It takes work. Even over the holidays when I'm talking to them, Shotty's like on a treadmill. I'm just like, Troy, what you doing? He's like, same routine. Going through different boards. I'm like, damn, you got a new lens here. Mike, I need the 12 to 24 millimeter with the center lens. I'm like, damn, you stay on B&H. How many of you took 3 weeks off and you're really just now getting back into the motion? Grind at this every day. There's millions and millions and millions of dollars able to be made in the space if you can trade. But I think some people keep quitting too much. Stop quitting on you if you want to get the bag.
This that.
Red Panda Anthem.
Ian, what's up?
Red Panda Anthem.
Rap Panda, what's good?